remembering why I hate this generation Civic so much. That right there is a torque, and there was no room to get in here. That's also a 13 millimeter, which is an oddball size. It's usually 12 or 14. They decided to put a 13 on there. I've removed all this stuff, so you can't appreciate the lack of room that you're working in. But this would spin. I had to have this on an extension, on a ratchet, and then have one of these, actually this one right here, 13 millimeter, on this cockguide because of the belt. And I had to ratchet it little by little to get it off. So now I put a couple of washers and a lock washer so that when it tightens up again, hopefully this won't spin and I can just tighten it from the front. It's got plenty of threads too. So that is what I'm going to do when I reinstall this. Next thing that I have a problem with is that this bolt won't come all the way out, so I can't get the alternator out. And the reason why it won't come out is because it's touching this power steering bracket, and this bracket had the reservoir hooked on it right there. So I've got to take this bracket off just to be able to get that darn screw off. You know, it just that's why I hate this generation Civic. They ran out of room doing things, and they knew they were going to go with a different engine in 5 years, so they just prolonged this. The other issue is that right there should be a bolt right there, like there is over there, right down there, and there's not, which tells me somebody's been in here before, and this can't possibly be the original timing belt. But I thought about it and thought, well, if it looks good, I could just leave it alone. But we don't know how many miles are on this thing. This thing could have 200,000 miles. So I figured better off just to start from scratch and have a history of the vehicle. You know, it's a good investment, so that if it does break, well, it won't break by replacing it, whereas this one could possibly break. And the resale value would increase, and the ability to resell it quicker would also increase. The belts came off this thing and they look pretty good. I'm going to put the new ones on, but keep the old ones as spares. You know. Other than the overspray from the paint. This is actually, I think, the same exact belt I'm going to replace with. 398K4. And you've got a 398K4. This one is this one here, but it's not identical. This came from, it's a different company. So that's part of the reason why I hate this generation Civic. But I'm going to take that off, take off the valve cover, support the bottom of the engine with a wooden block and a jack, and get out of here, mosquito. And we're just going right down the list. So that's it.